It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The tackle by Jeremy.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
30 yards. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Panthers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
11 on the play. And the Panther 1st down.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Pernell McPhee on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of
nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Here's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
13.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Bridgewater. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
At the 48-yard line.
On the option, it's Jackson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got Snead. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first thing, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Justin Burris on the
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
For Raven. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back, and they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.